Hello there, my enter trainee. I have a question. Do you have a colleague that you consider very difficult? That anything he says, shows, or does really annoys or bothers you, and you really want to bring it to his attention once and for all? Well, don't worry, my friend, because I'm here to share with you personal tips so you can deal with difficult people or a certain person positively and professionally at work. Here it goes. Number one, address it right away. Remember, for the sake of open-mindedness, professionalism, and maturity, you're better off solving it immediately. Come to think of it. You guys always see each other at work, right? You cannot avoid it. Or worse, you get to work together all the time, unavoidable as well. So you could just imagine the degree of awkwardness, inconvenience, or being uncomfortable about the situation you always find yourselves in, or that person, right? So in order not to prolong the agony, and to put a stop to those behaviors you consider very difficult, then you have to solve it right away. Number two, deal with yourself first. The question is this: is the person really being very difficult? Is the person's behavior really being very annoying and bothersome? Or maybe it's just you. You're just exaggerating it. You are just allowing yourself to be badly affected by it. In situations like this, we have to determine the root cause of why you're reacting that way towards that person and his behaviors, and why you tag that person and his behaviors as difficult. Next, consult your boss. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not encouraging that you become a suck-up. Or this is not about telling your colleague to your boss. No. The reason why you need to consult your boss is that, you know what? It's your boss's job to begin with to resolve conflicts on his team, right? You are just making the first move. And by approaching your boss, you're able to get his pieces of advice because he's the authority. He's your shared authority, and he knows how to handle things better so that you would be able to handle things better yourself as well. Next, approach the person. Here's the thing. Before you approach the person, you have to muster enough confidence to be able to do so. Because you guys belong to the same level and you're not the boss of each other, right? You are just peers to each other. So you have to do this the right way. Number one, separate the person from the issue. Remember that you're not mad at the person. You're just mad at what he did or how he acts or behaves. It's like you're telling the person this: I don't hate you. I just hate what you did. And I hate even more how it affects me and how it rocks the boat of our team. You have to take things from that perspective instead. Secondly, you have to master positive framing. You have to rehearse and be very careful with what you're going to say to that person, how you're going to say that to that person, how you're going to bring to his attention that he and his behaviors are difficult, and how you should look when you say what you ought to say to that person. And last but not least, you have to make it a sincere and best intention that in your conversation with that person, it's about being able to meet halfway and correct and improve your working relationship. Next, follow through. Let's just assume, on one hand, that the conversation worked, right? But it doesn't stop there. You have to touch base with each other every now and then to ensure that you're really okay or much better now, that both of you have already buried the hatchet, and that you would already improve the way you react to him and what he's gonna do moving forward. And that person, since you tagged him as difficult, has already worked on himself and his behaviors. And last but not least, get a go-between to intervene. On the other hand, let's just assume that the conversation didn't work. This is the perfect chance for you to already get somebody else to intervene or mediate, right? And this person may or may not be both of your immediate superior. It may be somebody else. The qualifications are that this person must be neutral, this person must be several notches ahead of you when it comes to open-mindedness, professionalism, and maturity, and this person must be very good at conflict resolution. But this is just the last resort. If the conversation did work, then you guys are on the right track. So there you go, guys. That's how you positively and professionally deal with difficult people or a certain person and manage conflicts that arise on your team. My name is Mentor Myron Santana, your corporate enter-trainer and soft skills guru. I hope you appreciated this content. If you like it, like, comment, and share around so we can reach out to a lot of people. Now, if you want my team to facilitate a training related to this concept on behalf of your team, just give my team a call or a text, and we will be there with you every step of the way towards success. See you around.